Hi guys, welcome back. It's Chrissy the Crystal Indigo, and I am here with a Twin Flame Energy Update for December 27th through December 29th, 2019. If this reading really resonates with you, I do offer Twin Flame readings. That information is below in the description box. Or if you have any questions in regards to your connection, you can feel free to leave me a comment or write me an email. Again, I really want to emphasize this connection is unlike any other relationship because it's a connection. So if you have encountered your twin flame or you have a clear knowing in your soul that you've met your person, it's very important that you understand how to handle this connection. All right, guys, thank you for the likes, the subscribes, your feedback. You guys have been so amazing. Thank you to those who sent me birthday wishes. I'm sending you so much love and light. We're going to dive right into the reading. Excuse me. The first spread I'm doing is for Divine Masculine. Now, just for those who are new to the channel, being a Divine Masculine does not mean you're a male. You can be a Divine Masculine and be a female, okay? The energies are, I can be a Divine Masculine although I'm a female, right? But I'm a Divine Feminine. So you take it as it resonates with you. And normally, from what I've been learning, they talk about the runner being the Divine Masculine, who's more afraid of the connection, who is trying to fight the connection, and the chaser is the Divine Feminine. So put yourself where those roles adjust to you or are to you. Now, excuse me, let's dive right into the reading. So the first card that came out for Divine Masculine is Barrier. So the energy that your Divine Masculine is feeling right now is like a lot of barriers, like walls are up around him or her. And it's like they want to break free, they want to break through, but it's like they're trying to figure it out. Now remember, for the Divine Feminine, is very much knowledgeable about this connection, about his or her spiritual gifts, about the journey. But remember, Divine Masculine has been, fighting this for so long. Like in their heart, they know what it really is. But again, some of your Divine Masculines may be afraid to open up, and accept their spiritual calling or the connection in general. They just are afraid, and they're still, know that no matter what goes on or how much they try to run, there's this part of you that lives within them. For a lot of you in the collective, you guys have been past life partners, and so you guys are back around again, clearing, the karma. And for some or majority of the twin flames in the connection, those that are coming into union, this will be your last go round with each other. You understand what I'm saying? Because you've learned the lessons with each other. You don't need to go back in another life to do it all over again. For example, for my Divine Masculine and myself, in one of my past lives with my Divine Masculine, I was my Divine Masculine's teacher. And my Divine Masculine, something really bad happened to my Divine Masculine because he wouldn't listen. He was not ready. And so in another life with my Divine Masculine, we were in the Atlantean era, so part of Atlantis. And it was really beautiful to see those visions showing up and putting the puzzle pieces together. And I was like, wow, okay, I get it now. So for some of your Divine Masculines, they also could be healers. And you can tell this, all of us who are magical, all of us who are light workers, we have this one symbol in the middle of our palm, and you can see it. It's like an M. And sometimes you have it on both. Sometimes you only have it on one. So there's mine, right? And so you guys can take a look at your palm to see if you have that symbol on your hand. But right now your Divine Masculine is, have a lot of barriers put up, walls put up. And it's like they really don't know what to do. And in the 3D, it seems like, they don't care. They're living their life. They're doing them. But when they go home at night, that's when things hit them so hard because they know what they've done to their divine feminine. They know what they have put them through. And again, some of the divine masculines were connected to third party situations, karmics, etc. And divine feminine is at, at that point where it's just like, I hold space for you, but I want to enjoy my life. I cannot, sit here and wonder, when will you finally get the message? When will you finally wake up? And for divine feminine, they're just grown really tired. You know what I mean? Like they just don't want to put any energy into it on the 3D level. But on a spiritual level, they do what is right because it's a part of their life path and purpose mission, right? The next card that came out is vibration. So your divine masculine is feeling the vibrations, is getting the downloads, is feeling the shifts. But again, for those divine masculines who don't know the terminology for things, who don't understand the spiritual aspect of it, they're not going to understand why their ears are ringing. They're not going to understand why when a new moon comes, they get those shifts or feel dizzy, or, they're not going to understand the vibrations. But what spirit is doing is downloading this information to them. But with divine masculine, you have to let the divine God source handle your divine masculine at this point, because we're almost, to January 2020. And this is when all of the twin flames are going to start reuniting or start connecting with one another. And they have to get your divine masculine caught up to speed. Remember, you're up here. Your divine masculine is down here. So you're very spiritually, developed, and you've been trying to help your divine masculine. You've been trying to, send them signs and stuff like that. And even seeing this card, this person in meditation, your divine masculine may have started to meditate, try to do some things to really clear their mind, heal themselves from those wounds and those chakras, understand? The next card that came out is fear. Your divine masculine is fearful. Like, you have to look at it this way. They may have been involved with people who they felt, or with a person that they felt was their end all be all. And then out of the blue, here you come. You're spiritual. You make them feel, you make them think, you make their heart feel a different type of way. And this scares them because it's like, okay, I imagine or envision my life to be this way, but yet I feel these different things, or I see myself doing different things because of my divine feminine. And so a lot of this is fear-based because, your divine masculine wants to be like in control, the ruler of their lives and things like that. And what they're slowly starting to see is divine has the answers for that. Divine makes that final call. Yes, we do have free will, but when it comes to, again, I sincerely believe when it comes to these connections and when it comes to the life path and purpose mission that you guys are brought together to complete, I really do feel that divine steps in when your divine masculine just refuses to open up and see, their true beauty, their true essence of themselves and where they're headed. Okay. The next card that came out is summer. So summer could be significant for you guys. You could have met in the summer. You probably could have saw things change in the summertime between you guys. You guys could have had your tower moment in the summertime. Something with summer is very significant with you and your divine masculine, vice versa, you and your divine feminine. So that's on you to think about what happened in the summer that either caused your divine masculine to realize different things or caused the connection to go in a different route. You can comment if that is resonating with you. For the fifth card, I asked for 5. It said 5. I said, okay, I'll do 5 this time. Normally, I do 4 cards when it comes to the twin flame connection. But when I said, okay, 5, 2 extra cards came out. So for the 5th card, divine masculine got devotion. So they're starting to be devoted, devoted to them, heal their heart, heal the wounds, start realizing that they, really did hurt a lot of people, really did do a lot of things that weren't necessary only because they were afraid to love, only because they hadn't healed, wasn't revealed within them. You understand what I'm saying? So if a person never reveals what they went through, how are they going to heal it? If you're that type of person that's always like, oh, forget about it, it's in the past, do know that at some point in your life, all of that is going to start crashing down on you and you're going to have a mental breakdown. That's why it's important. And I have learned that as well. Even if I'm in a disagreement with somebody, look, we got to acknowledge what happened, what's the situation, how we both see things, and then let's let it go. Because I don't like carrying baggage on to the next destination. You understand? So your partner, divine masculine, is really being devoted. And I feel like with divine taking control of this connection, because for the collective I'm speaking to, divine feminine has stepped out of the way. And divine has taken over. And so this is the wake-up call for the divine masculine. The next card that came out is balancing the scales. So your divine masculine could be a Libra or have Libra in their chart, but balancing the scales. And it talks about, your divine masculine just wants that equal give and take, that equal balance, to do things right. Because they've known in the past, it was just all they did was take. They never gave. And the only time that it seemed like they cared was low key when it was convenient for them. So they're seeing this and they know this. So you guys, they're balancing the scales now to try to put things in balance, to correct and right their wrongs. The next card that came out, the answer is yes. So for some of you guys, if you're reaching out to your divine masculine when you feel like enough time has gone by, then the answer is yes for reconciliation, or the answer is yes, I understand this journey, or the answer is yes, I will marry you. Like either way, however you or whatever question you were thinking about while I was doing the reading before this card popped out, the answer is yes. And for some of you, you're asking, is this my divine masculine or my divine feminine? The answer is yes. For divine feminine spread, the first card that came out is commitment. This is what's on divine feminine's mind. Divine feminine is like, you know what? I do love my divine masculine to the purest part of my soul, but I cannot wait on my divine masculine because I have life path purpose work to do. Your divine feminine knows what their calling is at this point now. They know what they're supposed to do in the world, and they're not going to let anything get in the way of that, not even someone who was resisting a connection that was destined from the stars. So this is what divine feminine is thinking about, not just twin flame. Hey, if this twin flame continues to do whatever this twin flame wants to do, then I can settle for a soulmate where I know I still will continue to do my life path and purpose work. So a lot of the divine feminines are walking away from divine masculine in the 3D, but still holding space and sending love in the 5D. Okay. The next card is refocus. Yeah, divine feminine has got that groove back. Like, listen, I'm out, I'm doing my thing. Of course, I saw so much for, our connection. But the thing is I'm tired of pulling teeth. I'm tired of feeling like I'm the only one that's putting in all the effort. I'm tired of being the one feeling depleted. I'm tired of you rushing in and out of my life. And then when it's convenient for you, you just stroll back in. And just because I know what this connection is, I gladly open my arms and take you back. But that wasn't the right way. And I get that sometimes we come together and then separate because we have to do the healing work. But at the end of the day, I'm not a human punching bag. And it's okay. Communication is the key. So divine feminine is like refocusing everything, like those new intentions for the new moon, those affirmations for 2020. And for a lot of the divine feminines, their divine masculine is nowhere near in those affirmations or intentions. And it's because divine feminine is finally choosing him or herself. And you can't blame divine feminine for that. Fifth dimension is the next card. Divine feminine knows that regardless of what is happening in the 3D and the fifth dimension, we see what it really is from a soul level. And that's what speaks truth. And this is part of one of the reasons why You know, you guys get so confused in the 3D because you're like, I'm seeing this in my visions, I'm feeling this and this, but then in the 3D, I'm treated like trash, or I'm treated like crap. And it's like, you know, focus more on the 5D when it comes to your twin flame and forget about them in the 3D. It will not align until they come to terms with what this connection is and where you guys are headed. So even if you and your divine masculine is in separation, right? And in the 5D, you see your divine masculine running to you, hugging you, or asking you to marry you, or whatever. And here you go in the 3D, waking up, sending a phone call or email or a text like, yes, you know, I will marry you. And your divine masculine is over there like, what the hell? Like pushed away even further. So the advice is to just enjoy the moment in the 5D, but in the 3D, enjoy yourself. Self-love for divine feminine is very important. Your divine masculine needs to know that you are good with or without them, right? The next card is Purge, and that's a huge message, especially before 2020 rolls in. Divine feminine is purging everything: fake friends, people that no longer serve him or her or grow him or her, old clothes, cleansing your living spaces. It's just time to just detox, purge from it all, and start the year off the right way. And for some of the divine feminines, they're purging, you know, the toxic energy that was surrounding the twin flame, excuse me, connection. So some of them may send their final emails, their letters, and it's like right now it's up to divine. Whatever divine decides, that's what's meant. But they're not putting any energy in anything that's not going to benefit them, that's not going to align with what they're trying to do in life, with their life path and purpose. They are purging it all. See that? The next card that came out is Winter. So some of you guys, January, February, early March, will receive the information that you've been wanting to know in the wintertime. This is the wintertime. And what did I talk about? A lot of the twin flame collectives in the connections, or in the, you know, that are connected, rather separated or together in union, there are going to be a lot of twin flame connections happening starting January going forward through 2020. There's going to be a lot of reconciliation, a lot of unions, a lot of connections. Only you will know what phase of the twin flame connection that you're on, because there's 3 phases: phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, right? And timelines. Pride and ego. Divine feminine is dropping the pride and ego, speaking, you know, from their heart, communicating what needs to be said to their divine masculine, and that is it. Divine feminine is thinking right now, I've said all that I can say. The effort, I've put all the effort in. The love, I've emptied myself out. And yet, my divine masculine still won't open up, won't accept this connection for what it is, won't even try. So divine feminine has given that final email, sent that final letter off. And again, divine feminine is choosing love and light, and to continue on this journey. And if the divine masculine is at the end of that, you know, journey, then so be it. Or meets the divine feminine along the way, that's good. But divine feminine is now in her power, or his or her power. Messages from divine masculine to divine feminine. The first one: being apart has been life-changing for me. I'm in a much better headspace now. I wish I could take back the things I said. I just wasn't ready for you. Messages from divine feminine to divine masculine. First card, you feel like home to me. There you go. Your words linger in my mind. My heart is telling me just do it. And I feel damaged, like I just can't do this. So you guys, let me know in the comments if those messages resonates with you guys. I am using Messages of Love Oracle cards, All Things Intuitive by Kristen. This deck is so beautiful. You can go to her Etsy shop and it's All Things Intuitive. I saw these. I was telling someone else about this story. I saw these about 6 months ago and I kept hawking around. I was like, where can I get this deck? Where? What deck is that? What deck is that? And I finally found it. So you guys definitely should, if you have your own channel, definitely should purchase this deck, because Oracle deck, because it's so amazing. Okay, so for the message from, or for Divine Masculine, it says, decision. It's time to decide about this relationship. And you see how whether you use the Oracle deck or tarot deck, your cards are your cards, right? Obstacles. Unhealed wounds are blocking forward movement. Look how much that resonates. For Divine Feminine, abundance. You've done the work. Abundance flows to you now. So Divine Feminine, like, stop beating yourself up. I know I have too. We've all been there. We've all done that. But you are going to be rewarded because at least you tried. At least you tried to get them to see, to show them, you know, the light. And right now, it's nothing you can do. You have to leave it in God's hands. You have to leave it to the divine. You have to leave it to source. Let go, let God. Balance. One person is giving too much in this relationship. What did I talk about? Let go, let God. Okay. I am using the Medicine Woman Tarot deck by Candice. I believe this is Candice. Is this by? No, I got it. It's by Carol Bridges. Right. So the first card that came out, we got the Apprentice of Pipes. The Apprentice of Pipes. And I know a lot of you guys are not familiar with this deck, but this is really beautiful. And I got this deck because of my grandmother, great-grandmother, great-great-great-grandmother. They were Cherokee Indian and medicine women as well. So this deck really works really good with me. And if you feel called to it, you should definitely purchase this deck. You can get it at any one of your metaphysical stores. So we got the Apprentice of Pipes for the card that came out first. And I asked Spirit to show me the information Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine needed to see in regards to their connection and just the overall connection in general. So for the first card that came out, Apprentice of Pipes, and it says, feel your body as a channel of power. Feel your body as a channel of power. So for Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine, really, really start meditating, grounding, shielding, doing your earth walks, so you can get in tune to what Spirit is trying to communicate to you. And of course, you know, there's other ways that Spirit communicates to us, like through our visions when we're sleeping, through signs, synchronicities. But this is saying, like, ground yourself, center yourself, start doing the meditation, start doing the healing work so you can get the answers to the questions that you've been wanting to know for so long, okay? The next card that came out is the Three of Arrows. Now, I want you to look at the card too as I pull it because it may resonate with you, right? So this card is cute to me because I think about my grandfather and his like I never knew his name. He was just Chief Running Bear. So when I see this, it kind of makes me smile. So 3 of Arrows. So listen to your heart. And so this is for divine feminine and divine masculine. Listen to your heart. Your heart is the purest of love and purest of energy and purest of intention of it all. You understand what I'm saying? So even if you see certain things on the 3D from your divine masculine or divine feminine, what is it in your heart? Right? All right. The exemplar of stones. The exemplar of stones. Okay. So this is telling us we got a lot of spiritual work to do, healing work, self-love work. Okay. So the exemplar of stones, it says eternal fertility results. So for some of the divine masculine and feminine, you guys are going to have spiritual babies like special golden child, diamond child, future crystal indigos of, like rainbow children. Like you're going to have a special child out of this union. And you guys have to really get into your spiritual work and know, how to handle a child like this. You understand what I'm saying? So think about that. And it's a beautiful thing. And for others, this is talking about, the growth within you eternally. And my ears are ringing. So I know the message that I just gave you is right on point. So for some of you guys, like your internal body, you on the inside, like it's growing, it's developing different things like your spiritual gifts, the way you are starting to align with the world, universe, like really, really think about that. And this is for both of you guys, okay? And the final card, which is the overall energy, we got the 2 of Stones, okay? So it says reflect on potential use of resources. So go within, use your gifts to create more abundance. And for me, when I started this YouTube channel, literally the first 6 months, I barely got any views. I barely had anybody write to me or communicate to me. And I got why. So for 6 months, I took off. I took a break. And it was because I needed to be more spiritually sound. I needed to understand what was happening within me. I needed to understand that I needed to grow more spiritually. And within that 6 months, it was just like a big difference. Like I know how to send healing energy out. I know how to receive energy. I know how to manifest. I know how to meditate the proper way. I know how to, in readings, like differentiate my channeling from what else needs to be said. And again, once you start to be on your life path and purpose, your gifts expand more. The only thing I remember doing was being able to see and being able to feel energies and, things like that growing up as a child, right? My sight was on point. I see things from different dimensions. That's why I know it's just not us here on earth, right? There's different dimensions. And with that, even the levitating in my room, like different things. And then all of a sudden, okay, like we feel she can handle this. My gifts with my hands started to happen. And then I had to find out the hard way that my grandmother Ruby was a healer. And then it's like, getting my Akasha records read and my life path regression done. Then I found out like, oh, this has been happening in my family the whole time. Okay. And then boom, I was the high priestess to goddess Isis. Okay, that explains why metaphysical objects work easily in my hands. Okay, cool. So it's important to know where you come from so you can know where you're going. That's what I'm getting with that. And I couldn't be successful with this channel or even teach you and talk to you and communicate to you until I was able to be comfortable with who I am and stand in who I am and believe in my power and what divine source is guiding me to do for you. And that's why this channel, anytime you guys give me feedback, when I started my channel, everybody complained about my laptop fan being so loud. And I didn't get any donations or anything like that. I went to Apple, got a MacBook Pro, which came out to like $1,700 because I got like a keypad with it and a little holder, you know. But just for you guys, if I'm going to deliver right, I'm going to deliver all the way. And it doesn't matter to me that I didn't get the donation for it or anything like that, because guess what? It's the message. I'm here to teach. I'm here to heal. I'm here to deliver, you know, the lost into the light. And I'm okay with that. People are going to look at me and say like, oh, she's crazy or cuckoo or this, that, and the other. When you see me on the street, you can look at me and say like, it's something about that girl. But I am dressed and I'm regular just like anybody else. But it'll be something that clicks. That's like, it's something about that girl. Because when you are the light, when you have the light within you, it doesn't dull out. So don't let anyone dim your light. You are a part of this twin flame collective connection for a reason. You have a life path and purpose that you are supposed to do in regards to the new age, in creating the vibration, raising the vibration, allowing others to see that it doesn't matter your race, religion, creed, sex, whatever it is. We all are one. And once you understand that, you will be able to understand the world. And wherever you go, you'll be able to understand them. And even if you don't speak their language, you'll be able to understand them. This has been your twin flame energy update for the 27th through the 29th. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Let me know your thoughts in the comment sections. I am wishing you guys all the best. If you would like a twin flame reading, that information is below in the description box. Man, that message was just so beautiful. Love and light, guys.